Once again, it's a Mercedes on pole. It's Delwald, the South African, taking charge in this championship fight just after a short stint of dominance from Vesteo. And further back, we have Summerfu. Then it's Oyinkro'sRacingWorld, and rounding off your top 10 is Milian Brulez. And further back, making it through into Q2, but not into Q3, Skittles and Monkey on Cloud, and rounded off by Zen. And at the back of the grid, the very back of the grid, is once again Red Boy. Well, the formation lap is now complete, and all we wait for, you already know, it's those 5 bright red lights. And the German Grand Prix is officially underway. It's a decent start from everyone. It's a great get-off the line, and Delwald is already under pressure from his team as they make their way into turn 2. He's going to go for the lunge, but he's not able to get it fully around the outside of turn 3. But as they make their way onto the straight, it's going to be very much a lot of chaos. There's already 5-second penalty being dashed out further back for collisions on the straight even. Who knows what will happen as they go into the hairpin. It's a late lunge by Vesteo, forcing his teammate off the track, and it's a switch back from Delwald to try and get further up, and there's a collision further back. Zen and another car, I think it's Zanchi in the Cadillac, his car, both of them with front wing damage, both of them with penalties, and it's going to be Vesteo who leads this one up at the front after one lap. Your boy now gaining up on the Mercedes of Delwald. He's looking like he's got some extra pace this weekend, going for the move around the outside, which will become the inside for the hairpin. And what a move it is from the Frenchman. He moves up into second place, but Delwald is not one to go down without a fight. We've seen it time and time before. He's going to try and go for the switch back into the next lander there, but he's not able to make it stick. He's moving over to the inside already on the straight as your boy is going faster and faster through every corner, every sector, and Delwald is not able to get past. He'll have to sit behind him for maybe a lap or 2. Here comes Hernandez. He's going for a move. He's going to take things from the outside of the McLaren, and Summerfu's been given a 5-second penalty. He's clattered into the back of that Cadillac there, and he's going to go for another move there. Hernandez on the inside of the Ferrari and around the outside. What a pair of moves from Hernandez. He's made himself up into P6 and chasing down the 2 Williams cars up ahead, but they are still fighting here on this straight. Summerfu trying to claw back his advantage, but there goes Oyinkro'sRacingWorld with the move around the outside of the McLaren there. But on the inside it's going to be Hernandez who gets the move back on him. It's a beautiful battle between 4 cars fighting for one spot, but further up it's going to be Delwald making a pass around the outside and to the inside at the hairpin to get himself up into second place once again. And it's going to be Grace Hunter going for the late lunge on the Cadillac, and is just about able to get the move. What a pair of overtakes. Brulez has been given a 5-second penalty. He's crashed into the back of one of the cars up ahead, but they're 3 wide going into the next corner, and Yucatan has been pincered in. He got squeezed out of room there, and he's been the one to pick up the next penalty, and that is surely undeserved. They've all got 5-second penalties right now. Vesteo finally making his way around the track and into the pit lane for the first time in this race. He's going to go onto a fresh set of the hard tyres while his teammate passes him, staying on the medium tyres. But your boy, confusingly and surprisingly, stays out as well. He is going to go that step further on that soft tyre, along with a few other cars lapping Namza in behind him. But Safraz and Summerfu, they have come out either behind him or are on better tyres, so it could be an interesting overtake for Vesteo. Namza now into the pit lane, and your boy is still out on those soft tyres, but Vesteo now making an overtake on Summerfu. They're both using battery, both using that extra speed, but Vesteo, he's just that much better in the corners, making the move up into P3, and next up is the other McLaren. Right on the back of your boy there as they make their way through into the left hand. You're going to try it around the outside, but your boy forces him wide onto the gravel for the Brazilian, and he's very dirty driving from the Frenchman there, and it's going to work for him though. No penalty given for him, but he's only got one from earlier, and it just about keeps him behind or in front I should say, of the Mercedes of Verstappen, and he's still keeping behind, slowing him up through this final corner. But as they make their way onto the straight, Verstappen is finally gonna get that move up into P2 where he started this Grand Prix. Your boy now finally into the pit lane. He's going to go into another set of the soft tyres, which probably will not be getting him to the end of this race. So it's a very weird strategy call from the guys back in McLaren. But because he spent so long on that stint, it means that Namza will pass him, and possibly the other Williams as well, as Safra is entering the pit exit here, and Osprey comes in for a pit stop. He's past turn 1, and your boy will come out in P6. Delwald now in for his first stop, and he's going to get undercut even more than what your boy received. He is all the way down in P5 at the moment. Summerfu isn't able to get a move on him, but it's a Williams double podium. It's the first double podium if we're to finish like this since 2026, when Williams were dominating in F1. Your boy made his way past 1 Williams. Can he get past 2 as they enter into turn 2? And he's got the move on Namza into P2 there, and further back it's going to be the 2 Williams cars chasing him down. Delwald around the outside of the McLaren, making his way up into P2, overtaking your boy and making sure that it's back to how it should be. Mercedes on top of McLaren 1 and 2 in this German Grand Prix. Namza still running in P4, but up ahead for Verstappen. He's made his way into the pit lane. He's onto intermediate tyres. It looks like the rain might be falling soon. There might be messages being sent out, as there's little droplets bouncing off the screen. Delwald also into the pit lane. Verstappen out of it, and your boy, he is all the way up in P2 right now, chasing down almost a second back from Verstappen. Is it the right call from McLaren, as he is really, really close to the Mercedes? But it's looking like Verstappen is just about to break away from your boy out on the straight. But further back, there's still more cars not coming into the pit, still undecided on whether to come in for inters or stay out on the dries, as your boy's teammate Summerfu also staying out, Hernandez staying out as well. Could this cost them, or will this be to their advantage later in this race? There's a yellow, and it's Verstappen. He's into the wall on high speed there, and he continues. Verstappen, despite clattering into that barrier, he continues on the straight, and with 2 laps to go, could he win? Verstappen still on this straight, still. Oh, and there's a virtual safety car. Skittles is out of this one, and it's been turned to a full safety car. Delwald and Verstappen, both of them with 5-second penalties. Your boy still staying out on those softs. They're big strategy. And on the last lap, Verstappen will round the final corner, probably his slowest finish to a race ever at very low speeds. But he wins his 3rd race of the season. He comes home to win the German Grand Prix. Another win for Mercedes. It's a very big up for this week for all of them, including McLaren. But the only downside to this is that both Mercedes cars picked up 5-second penalties, and because they weren't able to save them on track, they will both be carrying grid penalties into Imola, that being the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix next week.